Right, time. Now that life's playground is over with for tonight, it's time for dwarves. Unfortunately, for one thing, I'm not sure if you can port our old worlds, all the like previous versions over. But also, I unfortunately lost my old world from my original stream. Name of Dwarf Forge is way back. So I have to create a new one that I hopefully won't end up losing into hard drive problems later on down the road. I think we should be good with the default. On the plus side, I think I'm on a better computer than I was in that previous stream, because I think it's like got like 16 gigs of RAM. So Kmaid Alino of the Realm of Dawning. Just gotta wait for a little while it generates everything. Probably turn it up a little bit because at least right now it's kind of quiet, but alright, so it's just gonna play now. Which I probably won't bother with the tutorial because from what I've seen, it's kind of lacking for anyone that hasn't already. Kind of lacking for anyone that's not like completely new. Fortress. Starting out in. It's to be mid granite. Skip tutorial. This is your first time playing. Please heed the warnings about aquifers, saltwater, and other hazards. Some locations are challenging even for experienced players, and it will be a very short game indeed if you don't know how to deal with them. After you embark, help is available by pressing the help button in the top right corner, including all the tutorials. These mountains around here seem pretty good for everything except for wood. I usually like to have some kind of waterway, because that way we're not strictly dependent and on alcohol to keep our doors hydrated. I can find an embark location. I can actually just set it to aquifer light and aquifer heavy no. Oh, river yes. Probably gonna want to have at least iron. Probably doesn't have any options for or the plant life. It's not searching for an area with no aquifer, no aquifer, a river, and no lever and iron. Now we can probably so I guess it's highlighting everything that meets those requirements in green. I just managed to zoom in. Oh, there we go. It's done searching. Right, this seems a good selection. Oh, the Scaly Hill, the land of images, temperate woodland, and with clay, a very deep soil, iron, gold, silver, copper, zinc, and tin. But did I tell it to... Oh, no on light aquifers? Why did it highlight... These spots have light aquifers. Also, only has to meet some of the requirements. Tainted slit, the skins of ... So this entire continent, this entire like island or continent, and it's also untamed wilds. See, sparse trees, temperate, other vegetation moderate, surroundings untamed wilds. And the brook, the chestnut oblivion. You know what? Okay, so that's how I ended up zooming in. Was I... The temperate savanna, sparse trees. I think there we go. And recommended size is 4x4. Just gonna go with the default. Dwarven Outpost, you have arrived. After journeying from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost with the glory of all Meti and Bimble. There are almost no supplies left. With stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the giant leopards get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins. And here at this place, Athel Medtob, ringed blockade. He'd strike the earth. It looks like we started out at the highest elevation. And this right here is Chestnut Oblivion. I want to our entrance be like right here. Alright, so that'll be sufficient just to get us started. Now I've just got a basic entryway. Just followed up with another 5x5 room for the stockpile. And I'll just start things out. The UI is definitely has quite a bit of good things going for it, with so like all of this information just readily available at the top. Stockpiles. Yeah, this can just... Oh, there we go. Custom. Right at the bottom. Let's not have any corpses or refuse. Actually, skulls, bones, hair, teeth, horns, hooves, nose, and wool. You know, anything that's not gonna rot. That can probably go in here. Now we should get started on setting up some quarters. What I usually end up doing is something about how like this. And we also need a room for our workshops. The entry here, there's a meeting area. As much as it says gather fruit, I assume that these other plants will also be gathered in this area. We set it up in this area. Looks like it. We can set up a pasture for outdoor animals. You know, our buffalo, our yak. You know, animals are going to expect to be able to graze. Okay, why are there rat remains? It's probably just because there's I haven't said anywhere else. Else to put corpses. This can be the corpses and refuse new stockpile. So that we can get these dead rats out of the stockpile indoors, and out to somewhere where they won't be getting everybody sick. Like when they rot. After all, they're already attracting flies. Set up a workshop. For carpenter. Need building material, non-economic item, mine rock, or chop trees. I currently don't have access as any of those building materials, but I can. Figure out where where the wagon is and disassemble it. Just as soon as I figure out okay, remove this building. You can also have somebody chop just a couple of these trees down. Because we don't have very many trees. Actually, let's not chop down an apricot and a chestnut. Just in case we need those for food later. Instead, let's go for these willows. The removal of the wagon is inactive. And it also looks like chop down those trees is also inactive. I mean, nobody seems to be doing anything. Even though Rimtar here is set to do woodcutting labor. If she'll chop down this birch here. That'll confirm whether an issue with just not being able to get up to where the job is. Oh, or it could just be because I had the game paused. That certainly explains it. Guess we don't really need that wood cutting order anymore. It seems we might want to expand our stockpile. I've got a lot of stuff just sort of strewn about here. All ammo, animals, armor, bars slash blocks, coins. And finished goods. Goods, food. You know, everything except corpses and refuse. So now everybody's busy once again. Carrying everything into the stockpile. Yeah, we can build carpenter, and let's use one willow log. How to do it. Make 7 beds. And so we might need more wood to make that many beds. Let's just chop down a couple birch trees. While that's happening. Right now we can start setting up beds. So that's some of the new features. We can set bed speed. Just keep saying those orders. Orders until we run out of beds to place. So we can also get a start on some doors. That's all the beds we need for right now. Door here and door here. I think usually these are like a tile smaller when I build them. Now, how do I... It's for burrows. I'm trying to figure out how I designate bedrooms. Because usually that's something you do from the bed. Oh, there we go. Bedroom. There's also dormitory. Dormitories should include multiple beds and will not belong to a particular citizen. That's one bedroom. And which will be our expedition leader's room. We've got a couple more doors. Those ready to be placed. Alright, so then I've got orders set to make more wooden doors. That's because we don't have anything to work with other than wood just yet. I can't just sell up all those at once. Still waiting on one more door. Remove that zone. Just gotta set up each individual room one by one. And then do this again once our first set of migrants arrives. I'm just gonna wait for this last door to be done. One more birchen door. Let's also get our trade depot set up out here. Three birchen logs. Alright, everybody's got a bedroom. And we've got the trade depot. I'll also see if there's anything that we can catch fishing. Just set this area of the stream to be. Just set this area of the brook to be for fishing. And you can see if somebody can catch something there. I think we've got fish for Dwarf. Yeah, there we go. Starfish tilling to cud. Is already off to go fishing. There's no room for mercy. He has a great ability to focus and an amazing memory, but he has meager kinesthetic sense, a questionable spatial sense, poor analytical abilities, poor creativity, and little patience. He is sometimes cruel. He does not trust others. He has a noticeable lack of perseverance. He lives a fast-paced life, despite his job being to fish. He is pleased by his own appearance and talents. He is very humble. He is often nervous. He has a tendency toward forming deep emotional bonds with others, but he doesn't trust them. He lowers his eyes when he's trying to remember something. He needs alcohol to get through the working day. He likes working outdoors and grumbles only mildly at inclement weather. So that means that we should also set up A spot for cleaning the fish. Somehow I'm not seeing that. There is a Fisher Dwarf shop up, isn't there? Oh, okay. These are categories. These I see. It's under farming. Now we've got the fishery being built. Think because building a fishery is a Fisher Dwarf action. And Sarvesh isn't gonna do that until he's done fishing. So let's just have Logum set to do here's a task. If you stop your current task, so maybe you'll go build the Fisher workshop. Oh, actually, it looks like Muthcat is doing it. So we actually don't have to specifically set someone to do fishery tasks just to get the fishery built. Alright, so Sarvesh is fishing. However, it does look like Logum has taken it upon herself to prepare the fish. So... No, she is doing some... No, actually, it looks like Logum and Muthcat are either taking turns. Let's see if we've got 30 raw fish. Not seeing any mention. What? Rob, Brook Lamprey. Yes, I guess maybe let's build something for cooking. And something for crafting so that we can make stuff out like the bones and such that we get from the fish. We've got plenty of fish, but they're all raw, so there's nothing to catch in the eastern swamps. It is now summer. Nobody seems to be building. I don't think anything right now. Let's also make sure that everybody knows that they can come up here for water. So that when we end up low on alcohol, we can use that. Just have somebody making continuous easy meals. And migrants have arrived. Okay, so now we have a population of 16, which means that we've got 9 new people. Which means that we need 9 new beds and 9 new bedrooms. We don't need a wooden bucket right now. We need a door. Just to make sure that we've got the wood for all of this. Let's set up more tasks to chop down birch trees. That's 2. 4. Or 6. 8. Should have it curl over. Actually, we can. Right now, we can probably. Yeah, currently just mining all through here will get us up to 16. Oh, and conveniently enough, or is it Dodo Lan, and it's a cook. Let's see, do we have any... Okay, so it looks like we haven't been able to get any body parts from our fish. Which none of them are shellfish, so we're not gonna get... None of them so far have been shellfish, so we're not gonna get any shells. A good number of the beds are done. We don't need another bed. Need doors. It started raining. We might want to expand our stockpile some as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Just expand the stockroom, as far as it'll go in that direction. Pop down some more beds. That's because more of them have gotten done. All the beds are done, so now we can start adding doors onto these rooms. I think we need just like one more door. If that'll get us enough doors. Interesting that this dwarf child already has a full beard. Letmosos staff has become a carpenter. All the doors are ready to be placed down. Hold on. I think somebody's married. We actually didn't need quite this many bedrooms, but hey, we've got a spare. Still no body parts for a craft dwarf to work with. I think we should probably also start digging a bit further down to try and get some stone and metals. And the next layer is apparent probably has peat. Other than that, it's just more sandy loam. So we'll go another layer down to elevation 0. Well, I've got clay. Okay, so that's something. In fact, that means that we can designate this as an area to get clay. And start doing some pottery at least. Yes, as pottery is in a different workshop though. Guess I'll expand the workroom. Actually, we need to expand like one more to continue with our current structure of one space in between each workshop. Fire safe building material, non-economic item. Yeah, all we've got to build with right now is wood, so guess we'll continue our quest for stone. Or clay. The game has decided to take a moment to save. At least, we can pretty much designate this entire room for more clay collection. But before we can collect any clay, we need to have things to cook. We're getting more things to cook once we have more fish. Fish coming in. Migrants often bring animals. And we can have the bunny be in the fort. Or that should be fine. We can set this to be another clay zone. And then go another layer down. More clay. At least once we have something that we can use. Use to build the furnace. We can then start doing stuff with the clay. We'll have plenty of clay. Just as soon as we have a furnace. Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships those to come, the supply caravan from the bent mechanisms is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. Taking a careful stock of your own stores, what these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow, meaningless death. So we need to designate somebody as a broker. If I recall correctly, it's appraising that's most relevant into being a broker. So let's have Muthcat head on the job. Broker requested a depot. Let's see, what can we sell? We could sell some wood. Yeah, let's up like 10 birch logs for trade, I guess. The Baron Consort Tolthig Erthilmel of past sulfurs from Matt Imble has arrived. It says our liaison. There's much to share. Information added to civilizations/world info. Request for next year's caravans. They'll charge more for these items. We've got plenty of clay. I guess we could request some stone. You know, just request some granite. Requested price of 214%. I'll take it. Let's discuss this why we were willing to offer your craftsmanship. The need for armor and blocks is expected. If you are able to provide some, the caravan will offer 194% and 189% respectively. This export agreement only applies to trades next year, not with any merchants currently present. So it looks like they're setting stuff up for this trade. Yeah, there we go. Trade steel bars, value 150. See if they've got any kind of stone known for trade. Ooh, they've got a green glass Shulmic, which appears to be some kind of piano. Or other instrument with keys. I really just need stone. So I can... I think the big things are going to be stone and any kind of, foodstuffs and unless they have, because maybe some alcohol as well, because I'm not entirely sure if the book freezes yet. Presumably it won't, because running water doesn't usually freeze, but just in case, it might be a good idea to have a little bit of extra alcohol handy for the first winter. They do have fire clay. They're currently selling a Paradise Nutwood barrel, a Honeybee Venom barrel, Dwarven Ale, and more. Unfortunately, they're charging more than we can offer for the ale. So I guess all we're really getting this time around is some clay. However, it looks like we have hit stone, so none are about to, so at least we probably didn't even need to buy that fire clay. and gypsum walls and shale floor, so they've definitely got some stone that we should be able to work with soon. Okay, merchants have arrived and they're unloading their goods. We've already visited the merchants. I need to send an order up there. And we've got another set of migrants. Just brought our population up to 22. We do already have one spare bedroom, so we can go ahead and see how many dwarves end up being able to use it, because oh, actually we've got 24 dwarves now, which means we need somewhere between 4 and 8 bedrooms total. But we've already got this one. And so we need at least 6 more, because most of the migrants are children. Right, so now should be just about enough bedrooms. We can go ahead and set up another pair of bedrooms, so we can have a 7th one if we need it. Oh, an animal has grown to become a stray donkey. Let's see, do we have any stone? We did successfully get some gypsum. Just continue mining for more gypsum. Oh, we can actually make the... Actually, just make the kiln with fire clay. Right, three of the new beds already. Okay, so we can go ahead and place those down. Now we can just start collecting clay. We don't have any fuel right now, so we'll need to figure that out. Now, before we can start really doing anything with the clay. Yeah, start working on doors for all these rooms. Not great. Doors. It's, so that's all the beds placed. Yes, we can start in on the doors. As we set the doors, we can also set the bedrooms. Also have merchants have left. Struck Chalcedony. Yeah, it does look like the. Does seem like the brook might freeze in the winter times. And since there was apparently multiple dwarves saying that their water source vanished. Yeah, everything past up here seems to freeze in the winter. Obak Itas Isvakad, dwarven child has been possessed. That's by unknown forces, strange mood. Nomlar needs bones, yes. Do we have bones? Don't think we have any bones. Well, I suppose we could. Which we might need at some point anyway. Hey, let's set up a butcher. And right now it's mostly to keep the voices in this child's head from driving him insane. So the turkey can produce things other than. Let's go for something that can produce things other than meat. It can't produce anything other than meat. Actually, how do I even set? Yes, I think this is how I do it. Yeah, tell this creature will be slaughtered at a butcher's shop when the opportunity arises. Look like we're slaughtering a horse. Also, the autumn migrants brought an alpaca, so let's go ahead and set that So this baby alpaca, this donkey, and this water buffalo to all go out into the pasture. Okay, so it looks like the entire brook is frozen over rather than just part of it. And we're completely out of alcohol. So guess we'll have to see if we've got anything we can make alcohol with. Alright, horse has been slaughtered. Child immediately grabs the horse bones. Right. No, homelorsis. Scary horse bone, 14. Okay, so it looks like we've got fruit of some kind. Something that we can brew with. Let's send some plant gathering. Obak Estisficad, Dwarven Child has created Nomlarsith, a horsebone bin. He offers it to the Saber of Entries. Yeah, stray horse tame has been slaughtered. Okay, so we don't have any empty storage items. Those apparently. Requires empty food storage item. So maybe let's have the carpenter make some extra barrels. I think that's gonna be where I'll leave it off for tonight. So thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. I might stream more Dwarf Fortress Saturday, but almost certainly next Tuesday because that's pretty much this is pretty much all I have planned for Tuesdays until next year. Here in next stream's name in general is planned to be a Thursday night with Crusader Kings 3. Now I'm gonna find somebody to raid, which is probably gonna be abundant people live with Dwarf Fortress. Probably not so much for Life's Playground. I think I might have had my category set wrong this entire time. I I do not see myself anywhere in the category. Yeah, I've got set up right now. Give this person a raid. Once again, thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. Next stream of Dwarf Fortress will either be Saturday or Tuesday, and next stream in general is later today essentially, since it's already Thursday technically, with Crusader Kings 3.